Hello, how is everyone today? So we are back with Dark Knight. We are back also to Zakon's route, where we are going to see where the hell this is going to take us, because I'm still missing one dead ending. So then we can go try the normal ending. For the normal ending this time, since the first time I noticed that it failed by the choices I made, and so I'm assuming that I should like right choice, bad choice, right choice, bad choice. Maybe that way I'll be able to get a normal ending without suffering like last time. But first I still need to get the second dead ending, and then we can focus when we get all these dead endings and normal endings. We can focus on romance the demon. So yeah, without further wishes, switch and go. So as usual, we go check our gallery. Because we have new photos. We have new image with Zekund. Let's also watch the old ones. So this one is local, which is interesting. We're not going to others. We also got a new one here with the main character. This one is new. Why is in some she looks flat, but okay, I'm not gonna comment on it because sometimes she looks flat. Oh, and here we also have one new. So we have Shane threatening us, we have Karato being bullied, we have us fighting a horde of zombies with an umbrella, us threatening Kaishi, and we bumping into Zeikun while in his demon form. Wait, do I have anything? No, not here. Returns? No. Here. Surviving. Yeah, this was Surviving the Walking Dead. This was what I got, I believe. Hello, I'm best, probably. Yeah, the only thing new is Surviving the Walking Dead. Kurato, Zekon. Oh, right. Let's cause a scene. Let's yell at him. In response, I yell at him. Kashi, how dare you try to kidnap me? Wow, straight to the point. You're going to pay for this. I don't know what you're talking about. Students watch us surprised. Oh, you know exactly what I... He stands up and approaches me with a troubled face. He covers my mouth before I can continue. After silencing me, he grabs my arm and drags me out of the classroom. Once we step outside, he looked at me with a stern expression. What were you thinking, making such a scene in front of those people? You sure I got the guts to show up at school after what happened last week? I'm an honor student, and like those slackers, I always attend. Don't think I'll easily forgive you for trying to hurt my friend twice. I pin him against the wall and look down at him with a devilish expression. What should I do with naughty Oh, I can't even finish this sentence. What shall I do with naughty little boys? Aware that he is defenseless, he can only force an innocent smile. Beating up a student won't improve your reputation. I've knocked out a few first years before. What do I have to lose anyway? Ugh, we're at school. I'm aware of that, but I saw your teacher going for his lunch break. He won't be back for a while. What might be better, I can report you right to the police. There were more witnesses that day. Huh? I have a piece of information that might be interesting to you. Will we make a truth? A truth? His eyes look directly at me. I can tell it is not a lie. He sighs in relief after I loosen my grip. Crossing my arms, I wait for what he has to say. Alright, you know people keep going missing the past days. I was at your place on Friday, and everything that happened that night was not my doing. Hmm? Wait, what happened on Friday? I feel like I'm missing something. As if I'm going to listen to you. That forest demon was there. It would have been troublesome if he saw me. I believe he's referring to Zakon. Does that mean Zakon was watching us that night even when he was wounded? I stare at him for a while. It does not break into sweat. He must be telling the truth. Kashi lowers his voice. Someone or something is taking people's souls, and the bodies left behind become living corpses. In other words, they turn into zombies. How is that even possible? There must be a way to put the soul back, right? Oh, so when Roy was talking about him being confused with a vampire and everything. So Roy feeds on souls. That's even worse than blood. And look at me. I'm not a necromancer. Even if the soul is returned, when the heart is in no condition to beat again, it will remain dead. Dang, how are we supposed to catch such a twisted person? By the way, how many souls have you collected? And how many of you left to collect? And how many do you have left to collect? I only took 2 souls, and I still have to get the souls of you and your friend. Many were taken and turned into evil spirits. Once those souls are corrupted, it becomes harder for me to take them. Can't you change them back? I have only one job, which is collecting cursed souls. I don't have powers for anything else. That means there is a third party involved. You've heard those souls as cursed, right? Why? You haven't told me how cursed souls differ from normal ones. Because it isn't something you should have. It goes against order. Demons are attracted to you. Only a Shinigami can purify your soul, so you can live normally in your next life. Most of the cursed ones would willingly give up their current life because they couldn't tolerate demons that bother them. There are some advantages of having this curse, like the inability to getting possessed, but I can't think of why anyone would want to stay cursed. I think it's more of a blessing rather than a curse, not being tainted. So far, you're the only supernatural being that's attracted to me. Yeah, girl, you're forgetting the horde of zombies that you and Zakon end up bearing. Kashi rolls his eyes and let out a sigh. Anyway, just know that there are more deaths than I have taken lives. It really wasn't your doing? That was what I have been saying the whole time. Why would I take an extra 100 souls for no reason? Even so, you are still guilty. I won't let you get Ikuya on me. As if I'm going to listen to you. With a disapproving expression, I pinch his cheeks. Struggling in my grip, it tries to escape, but his efforts are useless. I will spill your identity if you don't stop the kidnapping. Like anyone would believe you. You never know what people will believe. I finally let him go and glared at him once again. He rubs his cheeks and turns away. You'll regret this. I leave this area and head to my own classroom. Today we are getting our exam results back. There is nothing to worry about. I know I will pass like I always do. Vienna, how much did you score? I score 71%, even without studying. Ryoji smirks and shows his 92%. I studied really hard for this, so I deserve to win. Fine, I admit my defeat, but next time I will win for sure. What the hell? He came prepared! I brought a made up uniform with me just in case. I didn't remember our bet and things were not fun anymore. Are you kidding? Come on, get changed. I sighed deeply and grabbed the bag from Ryoji's hand. I make my way to the restroom to get changed. A short while later, I return quickly to my classroom. I do not want to be seen by a lot of people. Ryoji smirks upon noticing my presence. What the heck, Ryoji? Did you buy this from a prank store? No, a cosplay market. I didn't think it would look like this, but it's nice on you. I glared at him with a dark expression before I step to him. Okuya joins the scene. She whistles after looking at me from top to bottom. I just lost a bet. Don't think that I will ever wear this again. I flip my hair and go to my seat. At that moment, I became conscious to all my classmates staring at me. Only I had studied. Liège explained it to Mr. Blanchard about my outfit, and he allowed it as one-time exception for breaking the dress code. Classes pass by quickly, and it occurs to me that it is almost the holidays. I'm not really looking forward to them. My friends are going on a trip, so I will not be able to see them as often. I do my best to pay attention during math, but my focus shifts to two classmates whispering to each other. I started exorcist training this week. It's going to be awesome. I'm going to expel evil spirits and maybe even the forest demon. After we drive all of them away, the disappearance will finally stop and we can live in peace. It sounds like a waste of time. I'm serious, the demon is the cause of all this chaos. There will be a ceremony at the shrine on Saturday. You should join me. Together we will expel the demon. That is too unrealistic for students to do. Exorcisms are not in my league anyway. Even if you're not going to join as a trainee, you can come to watch me. You'll experience something awesome. Normally people won't get this chance. You're lucky we're friends. I realize that I don't type in Portuguese in a long time, so I don't know if I type it that properly or not. Oh my god. Fine. I'll have nothing on my schedule anyway. This is bad. Zekon hasn't done anything wrong, yet everyone thinks he's evil. I have to tell him about what they are planning. A few days later. I have not seen Kaishi since that day. Expected him to come after me again, but it seems like he's behaving himself after my warning. Okuya has also been looking fine and attending class regularly. Daikon has been on my mind for the past few days. I keep worrying if he was discovered or something happened to him. I tried to visit the forest, but there were too many investigators on standby, making it impossible to find an opening to slip through. After class, I head to the library to borrow a few books with Ikuya and Ryoji. while I am here, I decide to research more about the demon. It is not surprising that the library has many books about it. I take every book related to temples. Night at the Temple, a comedy horror series about a regular priest whose life changes forever after he accidentally finds the stone deity statues walking around when the moon rises. There are even fictional stories about it. Not exactly what I'm looking for, but I wasn't aware of how popular the team is. Hey Diviana, did I tell you they've already caught one of the murderers? Wait, what, really? The traces led us to the abandoned mansion, where we found him dead. Oh, Roya killed himself. We initially assumed that it was suicide, but there were signs of struggle, so he was probably killed. We have yet to identify him, but he's our age. Oh, Roy is finally dead. The student was responsible for all the cruel killings?
Was there anything odd about him?
What do you mean?
Well, I was kidnapped. Maybe it's the same person.
Have your memories returned, Tikuya?
I've been doing my best to remember what happened. I think he's strong enough to do it.
No, I'm sure the real culprit is still out there somewhere. I think Devian is right. The killer we found was acting individually. It's obvious when you look at the killing methods. Lyoji, what will the cops do if the culprit, I don't know, happens to be supernatural? I don't know. It has never happened. Besides, are there even supernaturals in this village? Yes?
Yes?
How are you two so sure? Especially you, Diviana. Tell me what a skeptic has experienced. What I'm about to tell you might sound ridiculous, but I'm giving it a try anyway. I was kidnapped by a Shinigami, and a demon came to my rescue. He also saved me multiple times when I was on the verge of death. There are many rumors going around about him, but barely any of them are true. Him? Are you sure he was a demon? The real forest demon was sealed away. He's just a relative of hers. I saw it with my own eyes when he transformed into a demon. A lot of blame is being put on him, even though he has done nothing to do with it.
Are you referring to the crimson-haired man who saved me?
Yeah, he is the current forest demon.
Well, I knew there was something mysterious about him. Never thought he was hiding this. After what you told us, it makes sense now. I feel bad for what he was going through. Rumors are one thing, but the people that keep them going are something else.
You're right, Ikuya. We glanced at Lyoji, who seems to be deep in thought. Would he believe us? He is the only one who has not experienced anything strange so far. Alright, I'll give you guys the benefit of the doubt. I mean, even Ikuya trusted Demon when she was so scared of him in the beginning. Anyway, it seems the remaining murderer is hiding behind the forest demon rumors and feeding off the attention. The fact of the matter is the murders are still ongoing, and we haven't even identified all of the perpetrators yet.
I'm with you on this.
I'm embarrassed to say that the cops haven't been able to make much progress. They have been working hard, yet the number of victims continue to increase. At some point, they even questioned if there was a mole in the team slowing down the investigation, and they had to keep track of each investigator. It was not the case, obviously.
But Lyoji, the team did make progress. If it weren't for the private guards, I think more victims would fall. I understand your frustration, but please don't blame yourself.
Ukiyo swings an arm around Lyoji's shoulder and gives him a reassuring smile. Lyoji nods slowly in response and rubs his neck. I know he has been working very hard to solve the cases as well. You should have at least a few leads after all the investigating you've been doing. Well, ask Adequate to help with reporting suspicious people.
Mm-hmm.
I think you should tell Diviana since you experienced it firsthand.
I saw someone walking on a wall, like it just defied gravity and walked straight up like it was nothing.
Are you sure you didn't just dream it?
It was early evening and I was on my way home when I saw it. I think the person was chasing someone.
Your story makes the situation even more creepy. Walking on walls can definitely help hide your tracks. Even so, we haven't found any clues on the walls at the crime scene, so it probably isn't related. I will keep it in mind, though, for now. By the way, are you still looking into new residents? We only have a few left to check up on, but they are still on the list of suspects. Good, if it happens to be one of them, that is one less possibility. We continue bouncing theories until the sky grows dark. I want to do more research, so I stay up a bit longer while Ikui and Lyoji head home. There is a whole archive with information about the forest demon. Curious, I browsed through it. One of the oldest records mentioned a female voice. It would give people advice on how to solve their problems using dark energy. It was not reported what these people ended up doing. Oh my god. My grandmother was such a pain. A sudden voice startled me and I dropped the document. Papers scatter on the floor. The zoom out to him. I turn to see Zakon behind the bookshelf. He looks in my direction with his arms crossed. His presence surprises me. The library is the last place I would expect to encounter him. Doing research about the demon? I can simply tell you about her. I nod and scramble to the floor to pick up the papers. He moves out of the shadows and extends his hand, using strings of light to collect the papers I dropped. With that kind of method, it does not need to bend on at all. Once he hands the pile to me, we both take a seat at a nearby table, with him opposite me. I'm still dazed at his appearance. I quickly check my surroundings and notice that no one else is around. Daikon is focused on me. He leans on his arms and seems to be waiting for me to say something. Hi Daikon! I didn't know you are familiar with this place. It is my first time here. I heard that people collect and share information in a place called the library. Hi Crow, how are you? Not on like face to face, like we are sitting in opposite directions. Why do you want to kick him? I was curious about what humans are interested in. Only to find a bunch of lies. Well, not everything is a true account of history. We have many fictional stories here. I know that much. What I'm talking about is the historical section. How can you be sure of its authenticity? He's a demon. He is a demon, and he's the guy that I'm going for the route. It was the guy that when I sent to Naomi like all the guys that were romanceable in this game, Naomi said that one. Before she met Roy and well, that whole thing, you know. There is nothing else we can rely on. It's not like we were at the event. No, this is not the red flag. This is not the red flag. That's Roya. So before Nomi met Roya, I sent her the dateable characters. So Kurato, Zekun, Sashiro, and Junuru. And Nomi was like, I kinda like Zeikun. And then I was playing on Kurato's route, and I bumped into Roya. And Nomi was like, that's the one. I think I'm like, no. Also, Roya was found dead. They didn't confirm it was Roya yet, but it was on Roya's mansion, it was dead, it was struggling. Now that I'm thinking about it, we saw Razumi recently. So Razumi is probably the one behind all of this stuff. I just thought that when you said that, I just thought about something. I, but yeah, so now we are going to check what is happening. What should I believe then? I feel like he takes me for someone stupid, but I did not know what else to say other than my honest opinion. I crossed my arms, feeling insecure that he is looking down on me. Silence falls between us. Also, let me just save to show you. This guy is Roy. This is the guy that Nomi was like, that one, that's the one. This is Roy. He's probably dead because they said we followed the elite to a house, the mansion, and we found the culprit dead. And Raya really, really wanted to die, so... And that is his mansion, so... And he literally confessed to us that he killed a bunch of people. Just saying. After a moment, he turns to me. His expression softens as he starts speaking. Yep, a red flag. Oh my god, this is actually pretty! The forest has been guarded by my bloodline for generations. I keep the memories of my ancestors. It's a passing ritual. Obviously, I don't remember everything, and what is forgotten can't be passed on. The previous successor, my grandmother, is the reason things went wrong. Oh. But I don't blame her. She went mad because she was driven into a corner, and that caused the rumors to form and spread. What about your parents? Did guarding skip a generation? My father was supposed to be her successor, but he accidentally got caught up in some sort of summoning ritual. Oh, the humans feared his appearance and killed him right after. Oh. Well, we got... While in class, we heard two classmates talking about it, and one of them felt like he literally was in a cult and a ritual instead of like doing exorcism. So, My mother was there too, but she was unable to help my father. She received all the blame after my grandmother found out what happened to her son. This is how I lost both of my parents. Wait, did your grandmother kill her own daughter-in-law? Are you feeling sorry for me? Mourning over their deaths won't bring them back. I can only treasure the memories I had with them. The best I can do is to remember. I rest my arms on the table and gaze down. I will never forgive my grandmother for causing another loss, but she was all I had. Little Zakon stares at the back of a woman in bloody clothes, the one he addresses as his grandmother. The grassy field is drenched in dark liquid. There is a body laying at grandmother's feet. Ah, it's you, Zakon. Ma? She has gone to sleep. Let her rest for a while. Why is she sleeping out in the open? Don't worry about Zay. It is best to leave her alone for a while. I'm not oblivious, Grandma. Save your innocent talk to someone else. As their son, I have the right to know why you did this. Leave. No! I said leave! Leave now! Once little Zacon turns his back, the woman approaches him with an ominous expression. She raises her arm as a child. Knowing she is up to something, Zacon turns around. Just then, the woman wraps her arms around him. Your mother betrayed my son. I had to do this. Forgive me for what I've done. Zay, you are still so young. I'm sorry. So sorry. This feels like a character that someone in my chat would like, because I don't know who remembers Cinderella Phenomenon, but Mother, the main character Mother, is sounding a little bit like Zakon's grandma, and I'm feeling like, shoo, get away. Get really far away from me. The only child I ever had was taken away from me. I can't. The woman holds little Zakon tightly in her arms while she starts crying. Between her sobs, she tries to speak. You're the only relative I have left. I will take care of you and raise you like my own son. I wanted to pass the duty as forest guardian to someone in my bloodline, but... Grandmother clutches the child so hard that her nails dig into his shoulders. Little Zacon keeps himself still, even when he starts bleeding. Seeing his grandmother like this, he places his hand on top of hers. She'll be alright, Grandma. I'm stunned after Zacon shares a memory. I can barely comprehend how he must have felt during that moment. Zacon? It happened a long time ago. At that time, I didn't understand what was going on, but I have a different opinion now. The incident. This was how your grandmother changed her view of humans? Not really. Why else would she kill my mother first instead of going straight for the villagers? She wasn't pleased by the incident, of course, but she left them alone for the most part. However, other demons started to appear in the forest. They killed and ate a ton of spirits living in the forest. Grandmother couldn't deal with them all by herself, so she asked the villagers for help. She reluctantly passed blessings onto them, granting powers. They helped, but then turned against her a while after. Meanwhile, other demons influenced the villagers. She wasn't the only one using these cards. She had to deal with both demons and the villagers, so being alone, she sought for power. In the end, she was sealed away and died still holding on to her beliefs. I'm speechless after listening to his story. The puzzle is slowly coming together in my head. However, since this is Zakon's retelling of the events, some pieces are missing. Hey, Zakon, thank you for telling me this. It's a past. No one is bothered with it anymore. But it left marks that continue to this day. Your grandmother's mistake of trusting the wrong people may have influenced you, but you chose your own path. I'm not in the place to say considering how people treated you, but I hope you will see a different light. They can shift his gaze to me at my last words. He seems to be thinking, but finally snorts and stays in silence. Sorry. Nomi's awake. Shortly later, the library closes. Zakon walks me home. It appears he's going in the same direction too. I give him a grateful smile before parting ways. Few days pass by eventually. I go to class as usual, but I cannot get Zakon's story out of my head. On my way back from the canteen, I hear a conversation between my teacher and a woman. How are your students? They have been doing well. I warned them like you told me to. Such events never happened in this village before. How dangerous is this person? I cannot reveal too much about our investigations, as it may cause misinformation to spread. But I will say that the mystery around disappearance and deaths is more complex than it seems. There may not be only one person involved. This must sound ridiculous, but we're thinking of taking those rumors about the forest demon into consideration. We believe the killer is hiding behind the demon's name, so understanding the rumors might give us a clue to their patterns. Oh my god, we're talking to Lyoji was helping somehow! If you have anything to contribute, we gladly want to hear it. I'll be glad to help. Thinking about it, I don't know much about the negative rumors around the demon. I recall the contents of my textbook a while ago. Dark spirit is never mentioned in it. My curiosity has piqued once again. I make a quick stop at the library to borrow some books about the subject, then head straight home. I try to keep my thoughts together as I browse through the books. Declan told me about his grandmother, but very little about everything else. Even though the stories are not about him specifically, I want to know what rumors he has been dealing with. Many locals believe it was the result of a curse brought about the village, and sought for priests to drive the demon away. Their efforts were futile, and all hope seemed to be lost. One day, several blessed individuals appeared. They managed to steal the demon away forever. It makes sense that blessed people are able to fight against the demon. Are blessings passed down through generations? That would mean my ancestors sealed Zakon's grandmother away. Well, I don't know why the main character is asking this, because technically Zakon told us that the blessings are passed through generation, through bloodline. That's why we have it. So yeah, technically our ancestor sealed Zakon's grandmother, which that's that's a great point of connection to ThatMaestroGuy. Yeah. Oh my god. In the legend, demon cursed a few villagers. That part is truth. This curse is passed from generation to generation, and now I'm collecting the currently cursed souls before the cycle can continue. However, not everyone was at ease. Some believed it was not the only demon that lived in the forest. Others thought the curse still lingered. No one has been seen. Oh yeah, that was what Kashi also had confirmed that. That was why that was being told. No one has seen anything in the forest of late. Biologists and priests have proven this forest is safe. Fear lies in people's hearts. Right now, the fear is directed towards Zakon, even though he has nothing to do with his grandmother's past. He doesn't want to be involved, yet he's forced to. It really is. Is it really hopeless to convince the villagers that the current forest demon is not dangerous? Suddenly, I hear a noise close by. My guess might be off, but it sounds like it came from the roof. I ignore it, but then I hear the same thing again. What could be making such a noise at this hour? Unable to help my curiosity, I go to the next room and cautiously open the door to the balcony. I look up to check, and to my surprise, I see Zakon sitting on the roof. The marshmallow puppets randomly appear and float towards Zakon. They seem to have missed him. Upon noticing me, it glances down. Don't mind me, just go ahead and sleep. I can't now that I know you're on my roof. There are too many investigators in the forest. I can't rest easy with them crowding around the temple. Sure. This is the only place I can think of. The neighborhood is pretty quiet too. I'm only going to stay for a short while. Sure. Yeah, that's also true. You're right, Scroll. Checking random noises. That's how people get killed. That was how we bumped into a ghost last time. In like the previous route. You could have asked me, and I've let you in. It does not reply as it stares at the sky. Follow his gaze and taking a breath. The sky looks beautiful as sunset. I wish I could sit next to him so we could watch it together. As if he hears my thoughts, he suddenly stands up and comes over to me. I feel like asking you why, Crow, but then I feel like I already know your answer. So instead you get a bonk, okay? He reaches out his hand and helps me climb. Oh, this is actually really pretty. I like the sky. Oh my god, this is so nice. He guides me to where he was before, and we sit next to each other. Well, that might be also because, like, I have a cat, so normally I'm just like, it was probably my cat. Plus, it's night. I will just stay here in bed and check in the morning whatever did he throw in the floor, you know. However, if it's another type of sound, I'll just stay alert until I check that everything's okay. Like, yeah, that's why I'm saying, like, I can say that because, like, I have a cat, I will just go around like that. Dogs, no. Dogs will just, like, you are sleeping, they're sleeping with you until you wake up. Cats don't care. Thank you. We watch the sky quietly. His quick, familiar movement tells me this is not the first time he sits here. Well, Kaishidi told us that he saw Zakon on our rooftop the other time, so it never occurred to me to look up at the roof every time I get home. I remember what Kaishi said about not taking Kuya because someone was here. I realized why he has not returned yet. It must be because of Zakon. I might not admit it, but I'm thankfully he's guarding me. Why did you get like what type of noises? Like what happened on that situation? Like what happened for you to hear random noises at night? He really kept his word when he said he would visit me. You don't like the village, yet you still came here. Yeah, I know. Though it's been a while since I weren't around. It feels different from this last time I stayed. Last time there were priests in every corner of the village. There are less now, but residents are still protected by demon warding spells. I guess things haven't changed at all. Did they really give up on clearing your name? Second squeezes his eyes closed and takes a deep breath. I thought I was being annoying saying the same things again, but he turns to look at me and speaks in a soft voice. Okay. Let's see if we both remember it later then. But yeah, I will wait for your story about jump scares in the middle of the night. Wait, I forgot. I should send this to Aya. Screenshot? Screenshot? Why can't I take a screenshot? Oh my god. I'm trying to take a screenshot. Did it work? Did it work? It worked. If only it were that simple. I did try to convince them before. I haven't spent some time around the village in disguise. In the beginning, I was curious what stories were going around, but at some point I realized it was better off not knowing. I even tried fighting rumors off with other rumors, but nothing worked. Just... not everyone is as accepting like you, Diviana. His words strike a chord in my chest. I do not know how to reply to him. In some way it feels so sad. How many generations will take for things to change? I wish not to be involved with, but it is not something I can decide. Even if I try, it always backfires on me. Take the man with the guns. We never met before, but he knew what I was instantly. Shane might not be the best person to represent the rest of the village. Zakun must have been left with a bad impression after that incident. Yeah, we probably also should have told Zakun that Shane is actually a hunter of supernatural. So it's normal that Shane immediately knew that he was a demon. Well, Ikuya treat him good. Ikuya was actually happy that he saved her. Like, maybe I should introduce him to Ikuya. She's grateful after he saved her from Kaishi. Maybe you shouldn't give up yet. There are villagers that aren't bothered with your presence. Also, my friend is thankful for what you've done. She won't forget that. Suddenly, I feel his hand touching my head. Gently strokes it before speaking in a gentle tone. I can handle this. You should worry more about kidnappers in the village. Perhaps you should stay in the palace for a while. Even corrupted spirits stay away from a place where many people stay guarded. I'm already planning to stay at Leoja's place. It does not take long before night falls. Colorful sky gets replaced by dark hues and shining stars. It has been a while since I went stargazing. It is such a simple yet breathtaking experience. Wait, I need to check. Good thing I took a screenshot for Aya. It did not have a scar. It did not add a scar, though. You are right. It did not. Wait. So Left shoulder. Here is on the right shoulder. So the scar moves places. This is back on the right shoulder. Right shoulder. It's not on the right shoulder, but uh, let's go back to the game. That scar is moving places. In some pictures is in the left, other is in the right. Yeah. I've been so occupied with myself and other people recently that I forgot to appreciate the finer things in life. Like, I've been playing this game for so long and I haven't not noticed that. Now I noticed, now I can't unsee it. Sitting here with Zakon feels so comfortable that I start to feel sleepy. A yawn escapes my mouth and Zakon notices. You should go to sleep. No thanks. It's still early and I want to stay a bit longer with you. He closes his eyes with a soft smile on his face. I note that he has been smiling a lot more often lately. I never know what to do whenever I see him like that. You have been going to many places these past few days. You seem tired. Go to sleep. You need a rest. I won't go anywhere. He keeps insisting, so I finally give in. After he helps me get down, I go back to my room. I don't know how did they miss that. And it feels like you are saying like, I'm sorry for burdening you with the knowledge. But not really. 1 week later. For a week since then, okay. I keep an eye on the news. The number of missing reports in town have increased and since investigators have not found anything suspicious in the forest, they decided to focus on disappearance instead. In the end, they did not find the buried bodies. At the moment, multiple things are going on. Someone is kidnapping and killing villagers, and their bodies are getting possessed by evil spirits. Whether these events are separate or linked, I have yet to find out. At the very least, I know that Zekon and Kaishi are not the ones behind these events. With the forest now clear, Zekon went back a few days ago. I decided to stay at Ryoji's place in case Kaishi is coming to bother me. Since my friend has fallen sick, I can take care of him in the meantime. No, you're no evil spirit. So far though, I have not seen Kaishi for a while. He must really be mad at tracking people. I should take advantage of that. Now that investigators are gone, I can finally move freely in the forest without getting caught. Didn't I tell you to stop coming here? I came to warn you about something I forgot to tell you last time. I tell him about the priests and what they are up to. The Jimmy are so foolish. They should look at their own problems within the village first. This is bothersome. Their rituals will affect all spirits, pure and corrupted. I question their knowledge of our species. I hope it won't affect you. It won't do much to me, but it will weaken my spells. So, what are you going to do? I will stay here where most of the spirits are and keep any villager at bay. Even with the assurance, I cannot stop worrying. It has gotten late, and I need to return to Ryoji's place before the streets get dangerous. Yeah, wait, Huh? What do I? Ryoji was like, No, you're not the evilest spirit. Very good one. I hear a scream for a... Oh, that was like a type of thing, okay. I'm failing miserably being a... I hear a scream for a alley nearby. Something must have happened. I have the choice to either escape or help. I choose the later. Hurriedly, I run in the direction of the sound. Oh no, it's Razumi. Can we just turn back and go home? Please. Razumi is just working their stuff out. I'm pretty sure this girl is the main villain and the culprit. There is a girl in a familiar uniform being cornered by a woman. From the girl's defensive stance, it shows that they are not acquainted. I approach the woman from her blind spot and launch a powerful kick into her back. Leave her alone! She whips her head around and stares at me. Unaffected by my kick, she moves swiftly, swinging her first fist at me. Expecting her attack, I dodge and grab her arm, then skillfully sweep at her legs and take her down. The woman hits her head on the ground, losing consciousness. Sorry, I must have been too rough. I stretch my muscles and look over at the girl. What happened? Are you okay? You arrived just in time. This stranger suddenly tried to attack me. Are you an elite student? Ah, I've seen you with Kaishu the other day. You must be really good friends. He never talks to me. I just borrowed this uniform before my own is ready. Ah, I see. Anyway, you should be careful when walking at night next time. Thank you for helping. That was super cool. I've never seen someone fight in real life. How did you do that? Can we just go? I blush at her praises. I did not think it was anything spectacular. By the way, since you've been here for a week, what do you think of the environment? This place is still new to me, so I haven't gotten used to the school system yet. Besides, most of my classmates are present. It feels kind of lonely. I forgot to mention, my name is Razumi. I'm Divyana. You should interact with people from other classes. They're nice. I kinda like you. I can't thank you enough for helping me back there. Oh no, get away. It's not uncommon in the big cities, but I guess it still happens in villages with less people. No problem, it's only natural to help others, right? Anyway, see you at school. I have to head in that direction. Okay, bye bye. I don't like her. Next day. The day Ryoshi does not come to school, I tell Ikuya he caught a fever due to overworking. Working with a cough must be tough on top of things he does for his school and class president.
I keep telling him, but he refuses to take a break. This is his punishment for not listening to me, and it's his fault for taking on so many things at once.
It must be frustrating that people keep going missing and they can't make it stop.
Why don't you join the force? I thought you were interested in this stuff. You're super smart. They make more progress with you as a recruit?
Bro, she is the evil spirit. She is the evil spirit. She's the reason why Kaishi is a Shinigami and cursed. She is the reason why Kurato is cursed. She is a killer! I will think about it. I doubt they will take my theories about demons, zombies, and Shinigami seriously. Even my classmate who works as a shrine priest is seen as a hot cookie. Oh well. During lunch break, I catch Razumi standing at the door. Oh no, 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 no! She's doing with us what she did with Kaishi. She's doing with us what she did with Kaishi, not Kurato. Oh no.
Hi, would it be okay if I join you?
No problem. In fact, I am glad that you're approaching other students. Oh no, 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 don't bring Ikuya. Please, Ikuya, tell me that you don't like her. I introduce her to Ikuya and right away, and they seem to get along right away.
You came from the big city? I want to know what it is like.
Honestly, I like this village better. It's less noisy, and the people at school are way friendlier than at my previous one. What requirement did you met for entering the elite class? I don't know. Is this group something special? He seems to be clueless about the school system. Maybe her parents placed her into the class without telling her. Your class looks fun. Mine is empty of the time. Oh, didn't Kaisha come today? I don't think so. I wanted to have lunch with him since he's the only other classmate I know, but I can't find him anywhere. If you encounter him, please tell that I'm missing him. Maybe he ran away from you. He is shy towards new people. Ah, there goes my chance to make a good first impression. Just kidding, but you know, there are nicer people to be friends with. I've never seen Kash interact with other people. Taking his true identity into consideration, I don't think he cares. After class ends, I am about to go home when a teacher stops me. Ivana, I've been looking for you. Aren't you the elite class teacher? It's surprising that you have business with me. This might be an odd request, but can you pass these papers on to Kaishi Medoshimu? He was absent today, and he said he would do his schoolwork at home. You guys are close, right? I see him talk to you more than his own classmates. I need to visit other students, so can you do this favor? This is not like we really get along. Last we were together, I was picking a fight with him. If the few times I was seen with him gives off the impression that we are friends, he must not interact with anyone else at all. I know, as the teacher hands me the papers to me. Kaishi's address is right on the front. Thank you very much. I guess I'm paying Kaishi a visit today. I should deliver it before night falls. Encountering him in his adult form would be troublesome. I walked into the street listed I walked to the street listed in his address, then count off the door numbers for a while until I stand before a huge villa. Why counting the door numbers? Don't you have like the number there? Also, thank you for the care package. Where's my book? I need to sneeze. Oh, my shoulder is still not good. No, don't say that. That's when people don't sneeze. That's what makes people not sneeze. I never imagined he would live in such a place. I wait patiently and shortly after, I hear someone approaching the door. Surprisingly, Kaishi opens the door himself. Hello, Kaishi, I came to... How did you know where I live? I got your address from your teacher. Anyway, here. Okay. Okay. I present to you the not evil spirit. I wanted to leave right away, but then it forcibly pulls me into the house without warning. What are you doing? Quick, before someone sees us. This is supposed to be a hiding place. Even though your address is in the school system, don't question me. It's a long story. Kashi closes the door and guides me to the living room. Ooh, I like the music. I only don't put you there because normally when I do visual novel stream, some people tend to appear like Zeph, Aya, and sometimes there's a Quack or Nomi. That's why I didn't put you there because then they are just like behind you. Like hello. No? Last time Maya joined it. I miss her. You're not evil. Kashi closes the door and guides me to the living room. Okay, I already did that. Anyway, thanks for bringing this. Why don't you have a cup of tea? Oh, it's actually very nice. Yeah, sometimes I can still hear her voice. Dismiss it. I'm not sure how to act around him, but rejecting might not be polite. So I accept his offer. Staying a bit longer might not be bad. While Kashi is preparing tea, I look around. The place seems ordinary. It has barely personal items. Within minutes, Kashi returns with cups. I follow him and take a seat on the couch. Why weren't you at school today? I'm recovering from a battle last night. What? A battle? Against evil spirits. I was trying to drive them away before they contaminated any more poor souls. I didn't know that was part of your job too. You don't need to know everything I do. Have you figured out who or what is behind the increasing of evil spirits? No, I don't have a clue what their objective is either. So far, they're messing with me by trapping my target souls. My job is to guide those diseases to the next life, but I'm unable to if their soul is trapped in their body as they are still living. You mean those zombies are still living humans? It depends on their states, but they are mostly unconscious. You can't treat them like proper human beings because evil spirits are in control. Someone else told me they are already dead. Well, they die eventually if they're conscious for too long, and their physical condition is not maintained. Hi Wolfie, thank you for the lurk. I notice many of the spirits in the village are acting differently too. Even the armless ones are getting evil. So Kashi refers to those spirits as evil. Dekun usually calls them corrupted. I wonder if anyone knows how to purify them. I take a sip of the peach-flavored tea. The more puzzle pieces I put together, the more new pieces appear. People are kidnapped, their souls are trapped, and their corpses are possessed by evil spirits. At the same time, pure spirits are being corrupted to control the zombies. This whole conspiracy is twisted and complex. Even though Kaishi is a Shinigami, he's not having trouble dealing with them by himself too. Do you want to help me get to help? Do you want help in getting rid of those evil spirits? Tell me what you have in mind. For Simon, you two are from the same realm and have the same goal. Takes a moment until he frowns at my suggestion. This is a joke? Asking demons to work together. Aren't all demons on good terms with each other? Can you say all humans are friendly with each other? He has been here longer, so this village is his territory. I am merely a guest. It's only natural for him to be a bit more assertive with the rest of us. I may be human, but my sense of direction is way better than yours. Is that supposed to be to offend me? There's no way I'm taking you along. What can I do to change your mind? You hold nothing special. You can't even fight with your bare hands. You're wrong. I do have something useful. Try your spells on me. Huh? Try me. You will be stunned. He rubs his shin. My shield worked against Zakon's attack, but there is no certain it will work against Kaishi's. It's a gamble, but if this works... Kaishi opens his hands, his eyes narrowing in concentration. A ball of black smoke forms above his palms, which he then throws. We are not far from each other, and it almost feels like a pie is going to be thrown at my face. Even though I was prepared for it, in reflex I hold my arms up. I hold up my arms, while quickly dissolves into air. Awesome, it worked against his powers as well. When I lower my arms, I notice he has disappeared from his seat. Suddenly, large hands rest on my shoulders, causing a chill to run down my spine. My body freezes when a deep voice whispers in my ear from behind. The marshmallow spirits show up next to me. They appear hostile, but I reassure them the situation is not dangerous. The spirits fade into thin air and I lower my shoulders. I see. You're 24/7 on watch. Anyway, you shouldn't lower your guard so easily after one attack. And don't get ahead of yourself. That spell was practically nothing. Is this power because of your cursed soul? Interesting. I didn't know it was like this. You know, you could make your barrier stronger if you train. I turn my head and catch a glimpse of his older form. Kaishi? The night fell sooner than I thought. How did he change so fast? Kaishi swiftly floats back to his seat and leans forward, propping his chin in his hand. His green eyes are locked on me. His young and cute features are gone now. Sitting before me is the adult Kaishi I know. Relax, I won't do anything to you for now. It's better to keep you alive and have you be my mid-shield. Ah! I'm not going to help you if you treat me like that. A minute ago you sounded so desperate to join me. I rest before my forehead onto my palm and let out a sigh. He chuckles at my reaction and shrugs. That was a joke. You can do whatever you want. When do we start? Last night I whipped out every evil spirit I came across, even though it's not part of my job. I'm not used to doing that, so it took a toll on my body and powers. Aisha leans down on the couch. What kind of Shinigami gets tired from just whipping spirits? To be honest, everything about you is fishy. You're not just a Shinigami. Oh, what makes you say that? There is more to your background that is not related to your job, starting with your shift twin forms. You're right. I was a human who got cursed. Because of that, I can't fully use my powers and it drains me too quickly. Is there a way to remove the curse? Perhaps. That's why I spend my days researching. I forgot to mention, Razumi was looking for you in school. Oh, that girl. I'm surprised that I didn't think you were capable of having friends. Did she say that? We only exchanged a few words since she joined my class. Oh, that's odd. She talks as if you two are already good friends. Kashi rolls his eyes, disinterested. Anyway, I'm going home. Tell me if anything comes up. I will be in your care. One more thing. Don't think I'll let my guard down. I will kick your butt if you dare lay a hand on Ikuya again. My, that sounds threatening. Since Kaishi is resting, I let myself out. Forming an alliance with Kaishi was an achievement. I'm sure we can get rid of these evil spirits and zombies faster now. However, finding the source is more important. If only we had some kind of lab. Hey, don't let it escape. It went this way, hurry up. I look up the shouts to see a large crowd a few streets away. All of them are in priest clothing, which catch my attention. I get closer out of curiosity, watching behind the wall. They were crowding around something too small for me to see. So, you are after my children, huh? This will teach you. Don't underestimate humans. We are not powerless as you think. We'll hunt all of your kind down. That is enough for now. It will disappear on its own soon enough. They stand there for a while, mumbling prayers I did not understand. No! No! After the crowd disperses, I catch sight of a creature lying on the street. It's that giant beast creature. How could people attack a poor animal? I run over to it and touch if it is still breathing. My poor thing, what did they do to you? The creature lies there moving, slowly growing more and more transparent. You're actually a spirit? Oh no. The creature looks up at me and whispers in a soft voice. Sorry, Tiviana. Huh? Light surrounds it, like it is glowing and it shrinks into a bunny spirit? I reach forward to pick it up, but the moment I touch it, its fragile form shatters into pieces of light and fades into the dark sky. And it remains before me as if everything that happened had just been a dream. I did not have a deep bond with the creature, but something within me feels very heavy, as if I had lost an old friend. I clench my fists and feel my heart racing. Why do I feel like crying? It was only a spirit I saw a few times before. It was also your bunny from like when you were a kid. I rub my teary eyes and silently head in the direction of home. Once again, a large crowd passes me by. So this time, it is not the priest from earlier. A different group of people are chasing after someone. We're so fast, I almost missed their red braid. Oh my god, now it's Akon. They're chasing after Zakon. Without hesitation, I go after them, using the shortcuts through the alleyways to catch up to Zakon. Upon seeing me, his face looks confused. Vena, what are you doing here? That is supposed to be my line. Bryce answered, but gets cut off by a fit of coughing. You're injured. What happened? Save your words for later. Those are possessed people. We have to get out of here. Wait, those people are dead? The life force is running out. I want to lure them before they harm other villagers. I turn my head to look at them closely. Even though they look like ordinary people, they are moving like beasts chasing after prey. I think about taking them on like Zakon and I did before. But Zakon is injured, and there are too many of them this time. The only option is to run. I grab Zakon's hand and help him escape. Shortly after we reach the park, a minute of silence passes. It seems we lost them. Hopefully they won't go looking for more targets. If other people bump into the zombies, it might be dangerous too. As if I don't have enough to worry about. I sit Zakon down on a bench near me, and I take a place next to him. He seems exhausted. So, why are you here in the village all of a sudden? I got a call from Spirit, but its presence disappeared. I can't find them anymore. This is just a guess. But was it a large bunny creature? Yeah, do you know what happened to it? Sorry, but the priests and other villagers hunted it down. Deacon's eyes widen for a second, but then he simply nods, keeping a straight face. I'm sorry, I couldn't help him. Lets out a sigh and strokes my head. Somehow I calm down after his touch. I'm upset. If anyone is to blame, it would be me. I was too late to help him. What are you doing out that night anyway? I feel bad to see you fight alone. I want to help you somehow. Just being at my side is enough. I gaze down and play with my fingers. By the way, there is a Shinigami in the village. You two have the same goal of expelling the evil spirits. Maybe you two can help each other. You know you're talking about the same Shinigami that tried to kidnap you. Yes, but that was in the past. It's different now. Zakon narrows his eyes at me, while Tilton decides deeply. We're not exactly on good terms, but I'll do what I can. I tell him everything about what happened in the village the past days. Zakon nods occasionally and shares a few of his ideas. Speaking of possessed corpses, we can't take down that group for now. I will send a few spirits to check on them while we find a way to purify their bodies. Hopefully we don't run into priests. They are so active now. I happened to bump into a group of priests before, and they found out I am a demon because their charms reacted to me. So maybe that's why. You shouldn't be here if they're hunting you down, but the forest is too far away. That night, I let him stay at my place. Deacon cast a spell on the house, hiding our presence from the zombies. I try to stay close to Zakon because of his injury, but he refuses my help, saying he's not disabled. Even though he's exhausted and injured, he is still tough. He presses his lips together and avoids my gaze. I'm fine, don't look at me with those pitiful eyes. The spell drained me a bit, but my energy will be replenished soon. I'm very concerned about his condition, but it does not look like he's in the mood to explain. He doesn't want me to worry. I should do my best to provide him support. Here is your room. Please tell me if you need anything. I like to take a bath. I point to the bathroom door to the right. He steps inside while I return to my room to prepare towels for him. Just as I was walking back, he calls out for me. I really run to the door, or something happened. What's wrong, Zakon? How do you How did this stuff work? I forgot he has been living on the forest for so long it has no canalization. Stuff? Let the spring flow. Oh, we don't have a spring. Water comes out when you turn the faucet. I hear strange noises inside, assuming that Zakun is trying things out. You don't know how to open the taps? What to expect from someone who has lived in the forest his entire life? I could not help but laugh at his words. Come here and show me. You're wearing something, right? Just hurry up. I hide my smile and cover my eyes before opening the door. He stands by the bathtub, looking annoyed. I explain everything, and after I leave, I cannot help but release a laugh. He probably didn't mean to, but who knew it could be so surprisingly cute under his stoic mask? While lying in bed, my thoughts are full on Zakon again. My chest feels tight whenever he's in front of me. Am I just worried about him? No, he'll be fine. This feels like something else, though. As I ponder about this, I fall asleep before I realize. 1 week later. Also, BRB. I'm back. Today is the last day before vacation. Finally, I can relax and focus on other things. So close to freedom. I'm looking forward to it. Thank you. As I'm walking to class, I hear the same students talking. Guess what? The demon hunt has started. Oh. We bought a huge beast. We caught a huge beast yesterday. It was wandering around the town, but we took it down before anyone got hurt. Never thought such a large beast was going around unnoticed. At least, it's been taken care of now. Oh my god. I feel bitter upon listening to their conversation. Huh? Beast? This isn't anything weird going on? Of course not. Commoners can't see them. Only those with amazing superpowers like myself can see them. Sound like a magical boy. That is not mainly. I'm a hero, you know? You call yourself a hero when you found a bunch of missing locker keys too. That is different matter. We even caught a few people last night. They were acting all weird like they were drunk. And one of the older priests said they were cursed. I bet he's talking about the zombies who attacked Zakon. I was worried that they would attack others after they stopped chasing us, but it looks like this group was taken care of. They were sent to hospital now, so everything will be fine. Oh, isn't it amazing that we did so much in one night? Oh my god. We priests are making way more progress than the cops. Sure, nice, good, great, yeah, yay. I have a feeling the demon was behind it. Only they could curse people. It must be sending minions to cause uproar in the village. It probably sent that large beast too. You must take it down quickly before more curses spread. I shook my head and continued to my classroom. Oh no! Ivanello? Why are you sitting all alone? Oh, Ikuya is with her brother at the moment, and Lyoji is busy with his student council stuff. Oh, I'll keep you company then. So, what's up with all the rumors going around? I've been hearing about them since I got here. Ah, right, you don't know. Well, our people are getting kidnapped and murdered. The cops have investigated, but they had no luck tracking the culprit down. And recently, a group of priests have been going around trying to exorcise evil spirits and the demon. But there is no need to worry. These are all rumors. I shouldn't tell her too many details. She gets herself involved. She is a problem, that's the thing. Rather than shock, her face is filled with curiosity. Do you think they're actually achieving something? There's no right or wrong. Everyone is just going with what they believe in. The truth is far more complex. She blinks a few times before corners of her lips curl into a grin. Tell me more about it. Why the sudden curiosity? This isn't something you should concern yourself with. Your thoughts are different than anyone else's. I'm just wondering why. Uh, Maybe I'm thinking too much about it. Would you sacrifice yourself to save people? Oh. Oh. A sudden question throws me off guard. I blink confusedly. What do you mean? Like, if you suddenly had magical powers that could defeat the evil in this village at the cost of your life, would you use them? Yes, if many lives are saved. Oh no, 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 no. No, no, that's the right choice. That's a silly question. Like, like, that would ever happen? But what's the point of sacrificing myself if I can't see it through to the end? Who knows what will happen after? Oh, I see, I see. She smiles innocently and shrugs. Eventually, she leaves to go to class, and I'm left to my own thoughts. Sacrificing myself to save others? It sounds like I'm going to end up as the tragic heroine of some fantasy drama show. Besides, I value my life. Yeah, yeah, we have been fighting Kaishi for that. I'm sure Ikuya and Lyoja will be upset if I made such a rash decision. After class ends, I'm the last to leave the classroom. Suddenly, a marshmallow puppet appeared before me. Our Martian needs us for a bit. Will he be fine alone? Did something happen? He needs information regarding the spirits around the temple. I think it will be fast. Alright, send him my regards. Okay, please take care. I watch the spirits disappear and leave the school grounds. I decide to drop by the park to relax. I wonder what I'm going to do this vacation. So far, I do not have any plans. Maybe I should call my parents. Closing my eyes, I enjoy the cool breeze before into my air. No need to think too much. Suddenly, I feel my surroundings get colder. When I open my eyes, everything had turned dark, as if it was already night. I should go home then. I leave the park and walk down the streets. I look around me, and there is no single person around. Huh? Why am I at the park again? This road is to my home. Okay, Diviana, don't freak out. I have no idea what is going on, but I cannot be dreaming. It looks like a barrier set up by someone. I need to figure out how to get out of here. Oh, isn't that? A familiar face stands on the other side of the park. Razumi? She responds to my voice and runs over to me. Do you know what's going on? I just walked to the park and suddenly everything went dark. I'm not sure. There's some weird barrier that trapped us here. Have you seen anyone else around? Look, we can ask that couple. Two people stumble into view. I want to call out to them, but something feels off. The way they're moving. The realization hits me. Those are zombies. We should run, Razumi. I grab her hand together, and together we run in the opposite direction. When we turn the corner on the street, we encountered even more zombies. In surprise, I trip on the asphalt. Oh, that hurts. I try to stand up, but a sharp pain shoots through my ankle. I clench my teeth and fall back down. Sorry, I was so careless. Can you lend me a hand? Razumi approached me but hesitates. She slowly steps back. That catch me off guard, making me confused. What? I'm sorry, but if I lag you around, you will slow both of us down. Hold on, I'll get help. She turns around and quickly runs away. Unable to comprehend her actions, I stare at her with this ending back into a blank expression. Going over her words again in my head, I do not realize that the zombies are already right behind me. I try to crawl away, but one jumps on me, pinning me down, the rest follow. Did she just sacrifice me? Did we got a dead ending? I think we got a dead ending. I think we got a dead ending we were missing. Hi Leo, hi Kobe, how are you? We just died. Oh, remember that visual novel I was playing some time ago? Is that not the fairy tale one, the other one? Yeah, the possible time travel one. Yeah, yeah, that one. However, this time we are going for a different guy. It's still a good time. Kobe, still a good weather outside. It's still sun, still warm. I like it. Achievement. Hahaha. Isn't sacrifice silly? Oh my god. So, no, we don't need 10 degrees Celsius. We don't need 10 degrees Celsius. Um, so we got all the dead endings for Zakun's route, which means we are going for the normal ending now. So let's start all over again. I should have gone home earlier. My shoes are getting soaked. Everything is so boring these days that I keep losing track of time. Staying at home does not help, so I often go out. The library is one of my favorite places to visit because it has so much for me to discover. Even then, there is a limit to what I can do there. I wish something interesting would happen in this village every once in a while. Anything that would kill my boredom. Think if I had pets. I often pass by this mansion during the day, but this time catches my attention. Hmm. I wonder when was the last time when anyone last visited this place. No other house in this village looks as lonely as this one does. From afar, it looks grand. If I had to guess, it was probably built over 2 centuries ago. The atmosphere changes as soon as I approach the house. The whole building is surrounded by a veil of thin mist. All the plants in the garden have been taken over by the weeds. Behind the trees, I notice an empty fountain with a fairy statue in the middle. Its expression makes the environment even more depressing. No matter how you look at it, this place has an incredibly mysterious aura. There is something new to discover with each gaze around the premise. Some of the windows are broken, and the door is locked with heavy chains. My feet start to get cold, drawing my attention to my wet socks. I need to send a message to someone, I'm sorry. Before I forget. Okay. I'll have to go back another time if I want to explore. As I'm about to turn around, I see a shadow move behind the windows. I try to focus on it, but it is already gone. It is as if nothing ever happened. Huh? Was that a person? Or was it just my imagination? I continue staring at the windows, but nothing else happens. Even though that was strange, I'm more curious than freaked out. Anyway, I don't want to stay in the rain any longer than necessary. My mind is clouded by thoughts of the mansion. Class starts soon. First hour is history, my least favorite. It does not take long for me to doze off. I'll just take a short nap until class is over. I won't miss much anyway. When I finally open my eyes, school has already ended. I slept through all my class. I should be reprimanded for it, but my teacher, Mr. Blanchett, does not usually mind. He gives me special treatment because he knows I live alone, and there is no one for him to rat me out. Perhaps I should not do that too often. My classmates look at me with resentful glares. I notice assignments laying on my desk: history and chemistry. Mr. Blanchett gave us more homework than usual. It can't get any more boring than doing the same assignments over and over again. It seems like the other students have already gone home. My friends didn't even bother to wake me up. I'll get them back at. I'll get back at them for. I'll get them. Oh my god, I can't speak. I will get back at them for this. I feel too lazy to get up. Once I'm ready, I start to head home. Even though I'm walking on the main road, no one is around. It is unusually quiet today, and after what Lyoji told me, I'm feeling especially on the edge. My footsteps echo in the silence of the empty street. When I hear another set of footsteps, I glance back, relaxing when I see it's only a boy from my school. I look up at the cloudless sky and yawn. Even though I haven't done anything today, I feel so exhausted. I want to jump back into bed. I take a few turns. It might be a coincidence, but the boy behind me seems to be following me. I have been walking very slowly this entire time, so it should have passed me by now. Huh? I should test him. There is an easy trick to find out if someone is following you or not. If I turn 3 times clockwise or counterclock at forks in the road, I will walk in a circle. If the person does that too, it means they have no destination. Enter a small alley. I take a turn. I turn once more. And again. Now, if he's still following me, I know it's not just a coincidence. Right on cue, I hear the boy's footsteps behind me. That guy's still following me? That sure is interesting. I speed up, trying to get him off my heels by taking more turns. All of a sudden, my arms is grabbed. I roughly stop and turn around. It seems that my stalker has caught up to me, with me. Oh, it's just the first year. Hello, we don't know each other, but we go to the same school, and I just wanted to ask you something. What is it? Well, will you go out with me? No. To break the ice, I say... My answer is still no. Now, let me go. Please? The boy keeps holding onto me, even when I try to pull myself free. Frustrated, I eventually tug my arm away. This guy's attitude is really creeping me out. All the more reason to refuse him. He doesn't seem to know when to give up. What a brat. Sorry, forgot what I said. Give me another chance. Let's start out as friends and get to know each other better. The boy grabs my other arm and pulls me closer. He's getting more forceful as he tries to keep our conversation going. Without warning, I knee him in the stomach. He yelps and doubles over, finally letting me go. Ow, ow. Don't make me repeat myself. I'm sorry. Please give me another chance. Is he a masochist? He reaches toward me again, but I step aside and grab his arm first. Skillfully, I seize his other arm and fold them both behind his back. When I speak again, my voice is stern. Try that again and you won't live to regret it. Huh? I never expected a small girl like you to be so strong. I mean, yes, ma'am. If you understand, then go. With a sigh, I release the boy and watch as he runs away. Well, Leo is popular. Leo is popular. I heard him mumbling something inaudible before he disappears down another street. The first years are always so troublesome. He called me small girl, even though he was small himself. Wow. Wow. Yeah, one time and then you go like, no, two times. Mm-hmm. Seems like someone is popular. So, Leo, what is it like to have admirers? You are you aren't that much older than me. Like some years. Like I think like mostly 10 years older than me. But I don't think you reached 10 years older than me. Mm-hmm. Bro, I think you're right. I think next you'll say three and then four and then keep going on, You're not a fossil. Crow, you're not old. People like him will always stay persistent unless I clear with them. Maybe I should report him to the administration. Well, I probably rough him up enough to teach him a lesson. Once I get home, I go to my room. I put my bag on the desk and drop down onto my bed. As usual, the silence of my house is so heavy, I can feel it making my shoulders sag. I live alone because my parents work overseas. They are usually busy, but they still call me whenever they can. I'm feeling hungry. I want to snack on some chips. Is it bad to pass the stream just to grab food? You two aren't that much older than me, okay? Leo doesn't even reach 10 years older than me, probably. I don't know exactly his age, but I'm pretty much sure that he doesn't reach 10 years older than me. Please, Leo, don't tell me that you're 35 or almost turning 36. Please don't tell me that. Okay, Corbin, also not that much. Kobe, you technically should be with them. Yeah, you aren't old. You aren't turning into dust. I'm really thinking about the ships right now. Hmm. There's like a whole drama in my chat about being old and young, and I'm like, food, yes. Mm-hmm. Look, I have a bunch, Leo, that's not what old people do. I have a bunch of my friends that go around calling me love, okay? I have a bunch of friends that go around calling me love and princess. And I mean, like, off-stream friends. Some of them younger than me. So, yeah, that's another thing. I don't know why, but my friends always call me princess. I've said this a couple of times. No, it's a very Portuguese thing. Kobe, please help me on this one. It's a very Portuguese thing for girls to just go around to other people and call them love, like in a friendly way. Please, Kobe, help me on this one. Or like, and when I mean girls, I mean like on like friends or family members would call you that. I'm not. Also, Kobe, I'm not your love. I don't want problems with your wife, okay? I love your wife. Please don't put me on that. But see, Kobe said he would use it to do that. It's a very Portuguese thing. Let me check my message to my friends. What do the girls say? And answer to my mother because my mother is stressing me. Okay. Yeah, one of my friends on my birthday last year will literally send me like, "Happy birthday, my little love." And I know this girl since I was 14. Or calling me Linda, which is like beautiful. Um, I'm just exposing one of my friends. And calling me princess again. They will call me princess. Um, and cute. But it's like not saying that I'm cute, but calling me cute. Like cutie. This is like Portuguese girls to their friends. Oh my god, there's so much drama that we talk about. Oh my god. I'm not cute. I saw that. That's like the first thing I see when I read chat. Um, you and Leo are not old. You and Leo are not fossils. Okay? You are not Kabuto. Well, Kobe, you are also married, so if you went around, like, if a guy went around calling that to her friends, to his friends, I'll be concerned. No, I don't think Shoko. I was not talking about Shoko. I don't know Shoko for since I was 14, so that was definitely not Shoko I was talking about. But I don't think Shoko calls me like any. I think Shoko just calls me D. Oh man, you'll not be on my needs. I'm not cute. Again, Shoko doesn't call me any. Shoko doesn't call me any of that. Shoko just calls me D. Maybe it's also like because me and her try to not talk to each other. So when we talk to each other, we are trying to like keep the from like when we go to streams like not talk to each other. I'm concerned about Shansa. Because Leo is like, oh, she's a cultist. But then Leo wants to be Edward Scissorhands. Oh my god. You know what? I'm gonna leave you just to grab chips. I'm gonna leave you just to grab chips. I'm back. I'm not good. Um, you, Crow, you and Leo are not old, and thank you so much for making me think about Beauty and the Beast. Not establish it. I'm sorry. Nope, it's not established. Not established. Yes, it is true that he made me think about Beauty and the Beast because of the time is itself that as old as time. Because it just made me think about Mr. Potts singing Tale as old as time. It is not like I miss them, but it is boring to always be alone. I used to have many hobbies, but as soon as I grew up, they started to feel pointless. At some point, they all became repetitive. I do not want to spend my life in an endless cycle in the same routine. As if I'm not doing that right now. For the time being, I'll just stay as I am. This village has always been quiet, aside from the same holidays every year. There is not much going on. I wish something exciting would happen. Actually, perhaps I can make my own excitement. I can try something new. Unless my fate has already been decided for me. If I could, I would rewrite this border in this boring village. Oh my god, I lost FPS and I didn't know. I lost FPS. I lost frames and I didn't know. And there are a lot of frames dropped. I think I forgot something. There was something I wanted to do. Ah, that mysterious mansion. I'm too sleepy right now. So tired. My eyelids feel heavy, and before I know it, I'm fast asleep. Next day.
Diana!
What is it, Ikoya?
Did you get into a fight with another student yesterday?
Why do you ask?
There's a rumor that you roughed up a freshman yesterday for no reason.
Seriously, that brat. I should have reported him.
Of course, I'm on your side. I don't believe you'd do such a thing.
Part of it is actually true, but to be fair, he was stalking me and being very forceful, so I simply defended myself. A dark-haired boy walks toward us. His name is Leoji, like Ikuya. I met in primary school. Viviana, there's a difference between self-defense and assault. I doubt Mr. Class President will ever understand. You really do remind me of a wild rose. If I grew roots in this place, I'd die of boredom.
Oh, this reminds me of that time from 2 years ago. You know, when we beat up those seniors?
It wasn't like I wanted to do it. Besides, I only got involved because they started hazing all of the freshmen. It's not my fault I couldn't hold back. Try to be nicer to your fellow students. Fine, I'll do my best. I hope you're not hear me eating. You should care more about your reputation.
Aren't you afraid that you won't be able to make any friends now that the rumors is going around?
I didn't make friends with the freshmen anyway.
You always seem so bored. Meeting new people or falling in love will make your life more exciting.
No comments. Shortly afterwards, we begin to prepare for our trip to the forest. Our history teacher will be our guide. He supposedly wants to show the class a monument he learned about in class. He claims the pictures in books are nothing compared to the real thing. The monument we'll be visiting is only a 15-minute walk from our school. Ikuya is clearly not looking forward to this trip. She has been holding my hand tightly the whole time. Everyone, don't stray from the path. We don't want to get lost here. Make sure not to disturb the wildlife either. Guess this field trip turned out to be even more educational than I expected. I've never seen this place before. Well, not recently. I got lost during a class picnic once when I was in primary school. This looks different from what I remember.
Yoji, have you heard about the demon in the forest?
Yeah, everyone in my neighborhood is talking about it. Apparently, the rumor started after some tourists went missing on a trip there.
Do you think they're true?
I don't know. I've never seen a demon before. Don't they only exist in legends?
They say there is a truth behind every legend.
This village has many tales, but I doubt they're all true.
If it's true, I hope our little demon friend doesn't hit people.
Even if it does, it wouldn't eat you. You're just so bad. Yukiya punches Ryoji.
Well, how? I was just kidding.
Yukiya giggles at his reaction. Why is the school taking us to a forest where a man-eating demon freely roams around anyway? The teachers don't believe the rumors. They think it's just a media stand, and I know this because my dad told me. I guess we'll have to see what happens. There is one thing I would like to warn you about.
What is it?
It's not public information yet, but recently, a few villagers went missing in the middle of the night. No trace of them has been found. It's as if they've just vanished.
Oh my goodness!
For real?
I sure won't be walking around alone again.
If we're heading in the same direction, I can walk you home. You could ask your brother to pick you up.
My brother? No, not him.
Why?
He's from the elite class. He sends out too much.
Well, if all eyes are on you, no one's going to make a move.
But being picked up like a kindergartner? Sorry, but
Anyway, even though this news hasn't been officially released yet, you two should be more careful. I don't want my friends to get hurt. We'll be fine. Anyway, should we ask Mr. Blanchett about that demon rumor?
don't mention that. You're ruining the mood.
Let me ask him. We have to upon Leo's conversation. Excuse me, Mr. Blanchett. Do you know anything about the demon rumors? Oh, Leoji, well... The teacher lets out a sigh and scratches the top of his head. You don't believe in them, do you? Not in the slightest. The forest is home to many different species of animals. Some silly people probably mistook one for a demon. Besides, there is no proof of their existence. Legends about this forest were just stories made up to scare little children. What about the missing tourists? Would you call their disappearance a coincidence? I don't think they disappeared. It is very easy to get lost in the forest without a map or guide. That's what probably happened to them. The rescue team will find them soon enough. The rescue team will find them soon. Just stay in the group and you won't have anything to worry about. I say.
What did Mr. Blanchett say?
He believes it's all made up. I don't believe a thing about this demon. Still, the rumors have picked up my curiosity. There's at least a grain of truth to every story. Something must have caused the villagers to feel restless. Hey, what do you guys think about doing a little expedition on our own? That sounds interesting.
But those missing tourists, what if we get lost too?
Don't worry, I have a map, and we can always signal for help with the torch.
Really? You'll set the forest on fire with that? Why would you even carry one of those? This isn't the Middle Ages.
Just kidding, I've got a phone with me.
Can we even get the signal out here? Mr. Blanchett will...
Don't worry, Kuya, I'm sure everything will go smoothly. If anything does happen, you can blame it on me.
Sure, but that doesn't guarantee our safety.
Stop overthinking it. What are the chances of anything bad happening? It will be just like a walk in the park. The worst thing that could happen to us is getting lost.
Of course that would be the worst.
Don't tell me you're planning on it to happen. Nah, it just occurred to me. I haven't been into the forest in a while. This place look worse in my memories. Yeah, this place looks too nice for a demon to live in. While we are here, we can look for the missing tourists. Well, I'm up for it. Come with us, Ikoya. It will be fun. I think it will be fun.
Fine.
Everyone gather together. Let's go home. The students line up in small groups. The teacher makes sure everyone is present before moving on. When do we sneak out? Let's head to the back of the line. You won't be able to see us there. As the group follows the path, we go the other way. A few minutes later, we end up at a fork in the path. Look at the crossroads.
Which path should we take?
According to the map, the right path goes further into the forest, while the left one leads to a waterfall. Let's go to the waterfall. I don't think there is anything of interest among more trees anyway. Excited, Leoji skips ahead. After a few minutes of walking, we reach the waterfall. A large shimmering lake ranging by the lily pads rests at the bottom of it. The cliff face of the waterfall has a path of rocks lined along it, providing easy access to the other side of the water. The water is so clear, I can see the bottom.
Wow, it's huge! The water looks so sparkly. I want to jump right in.
You get excited over the simplest things, don't you? There might be dangerous animals or bacteria in the water. If you jump into it, you'll probably eaten alive.
Oh, you always read my phone.
Ryoji chuckles at her reaction. I take a closer look at the lake. I can hear the sound of birds singing, but there does not seem to be any other animals around.
These rocks could serve as perfect seeds. Viviana, come over here.
I'm going to explore for a bit. I'll be back soon. We'll be waiting here. Don't go too far, okay? I know, don't worry. I skip over the right side of the waterfall, trying to see that might be behind the stream of water. To my surprise, there seems to be a hidden cave. In the corner of my eyes, I notice a shadow moving in the bushes. It moves so fast that my eyes cannot make out what it is. It does not help that I wasn't paying attention. Whatever it is, I'm pretty sure it just went into the cave. I look towards the entrance and notice another path of rocks leading inside. Curiosity gets the best of me, compelling me to take a look. I carefully make my way across the rocks. After I manage to get behind the waterfall, I peer around the cave. I cannot see anything in the darkness. The sound of falling water echoes around me. I wish I had my phone with me, so I could use it as a flashlight. What could be back there? I know I saw something happening a moment ago, but I can't see anything. Was it just my imagination? I tried to shout. The sound of crushing water overpowered my voice. As I walk deeper into the cave, I try again. Hello? Is anybody there? I call out a third time, but I can only hear the echo of my voice. I hear footsteps behind me. Surprised, I turn around. A shadow stands at the entrance. Who is there? I can tell from the person's build that he is a man, but due to the darkness, I cannot make out his facial features. Who are you? I shout again, this time louder. Who are you? Stop yelling, I'm not deaf. The man silently starts walking towards me. Surprised by his movements, I step back. I slip on the wet, uneven surface and fall flat onto the ground. Ouch! A hand reaches out to me, and I'm surprised by the man's kindness. Light silently filters through the waterfall, and I can finally see his face. Are you hurt? No, I'm okay. I take his hand and pull myself up. He gazes at me with his narrow, violet eyes, but I am more drawn to the long, crimson hair he has tied into a loose braid. The man's delicate facial features contrast with his muscular torso and wide shoulders. Yes, I can see his scars. Again. What? Now you are making me question something. Did he also have a scar in the lower part of his arm? Oh, we couldn't see the part of the arm. We couldn't see the shoulder. Okay. He's wearing odd traditional clothing. In particular, the collar around his neck raises a lot of questions. I've never encountered anyone like him in the village. You're disturbing my peace with your shouting. That was so blunt and rude. You didn't answer me. I'm guessing you're one of the tourists? Tourists? Can't you see I'm a student? How did you discover this cave? Are you lost? No, I wanted to follow the path outside and never come back. This is private property. Wait, who are you? And what are you doing here? How did you know about the tourists? And don't ask so many questions at once. Don't just cut me off, answer me. Never mind that. Go back to your group already. But the man roughly grabs me by the wrist and pulls me back to the cave entrance. Hey! Stay away from this place. The man effortlessly pushes me out of the cave. I turn around to complain, but he's already gone. Disappeared as mysteriously as he appeared. What a rude guy. Not like he owns the cave or anything. This reminds me of how I treated that first year kid. At least I gave him a chance to explain. This person was just... If no one is allowed to go in there, then what about the crimson-haired man? He seemed to know about the tourists too. After letting out a heavy sigh, I hop back across the rocks to Leorgi and Kuya. Hey Divina, back already? Did you find anything interesting? Nope. I met a weird guy, but it doesn't seem worth mentioning to Ikuya and Leorgi.
Maybe demons don't live here after all.
Jeez, Ikuya, have you given up already? Of course the demon won't show itself so easily. We should keep looking around.
Nah, I'm tired. Let's go back to the group before Mr. Blanchett notices we're gone.
Did Mr. Blanchett ever talk about this forest during history class? I can't remember. That's because you're always asleep during history class. That's not true. I do pay attention. Sometimes. My friends chuckle. It has been a long day. My feet hurt from all the walking. I'm still curious about what secrets the forest has. What that crimson-haired guy in particular bothers me. He was dressed like a tour guy. Not that I've heard about any tours in the forest. Digging into it makes me more confused. Perhaps I should stop here? Like he said, it is none of my business. There is no use fretting over it. Even as one mystery fades, however, another one appears. Abandoned house from yesterday pops up in my mind. I did plan on going there again, and it does not seem to be raining right now. I glance at the time. It reads 8 p.m. It is already dark outside. My feet still hurt, but the house isn't that far. I grab my jacket once and I decide to go. The streets are completely empty, making the village seem like it has been abandoned. Everyone must already be home from work or school. A few minutes later, I reach the old house. It looks exactly the same as last time, even though I did not enter into that. It is still surrounded by that eerie mist. The previous owner must have been very rich for the construction of this mansion, especially with all its fine details. Wouldn't be a problem if I look around. The house looks larger and older now that I am close. I inspect the beach chains locking the doors. They are not old and rusty like I expected. They seem like they were put on recently. Perhaps the residence has a new owner. Suddenly, I hear a sight from behind me. I quickly turn around to locate the source of the sound. There is someone sitting on the edge of a fountain. He blends so well with the dreary mist that I had not noticed him when I first entered. I slowly approach the man. Close, I notice he looks near my age. He is mostly likely from the same school as me, but I have never seen him before. His uniform design is not one I recognize. Perhaps it's part of the elite class, like Ikuya's brother. Each elite student wears a costume-designed uniform, making it difficult to be certain they even attend our school. To complement to complement their unique uniform. The elite class also has special rules, but I never bother looking into them. Its members hardly appear at school, so only a few of us have ever seen their faces. Needless to say, there are many rumors about that class. According to Ikuya, you need to have very high grades to qualify, but there might be more to it than that. Many students envy their status. Hello? The guy flinches and looks at me, startled. Sorry, I didn't mean to scare you. Oh, I do not mind. My apologies for not noticing you earlier. May I sit here? Be my guest. Could it be the shadow I saw yesterday? Do you come here often? Sounds like a cheesy pickup line, but I don't know what else to say. I do. This place has an interesting atmosphere. He looks away from me. The warm copper of his gaze thoughtful. Something about him feels off. I'm not sure, but is he sad? I can't really read his expression. What about you? Well, I can tell him that I saw something strange here the other night. He came to investigate. It sounds weird. I never noticed how interesting this place was before, so I thought I'd come take a closer look. At this hour? I like going for walks at night. Likewise. The man's expression clears up and he smiles. Would you like to go for a walk with me then? Sure. It's odd that someone would offer to go for a walk with the person they just met. It doesn't seem friendly and polite though. It does, not doesn't. He stands up, and we follow a path through the garden. Unlike the rest of the garden, this path is not covered with weeds. The ground is even and well trod. As we walk, he points out the statues hidden away by unusual shrubs and flowers I have not seen before. He does it so natural. It is as if he owns this place. The moonlight and starry sky illuminate the view, which makes it even more beautiful. I never expected to find beauty in an abandoned place like this. The man smiles mysteriously at my comment. I seem to know a lot about this mansion. I'll be happy to answer any questions you have. You know who put the chains on the doors? His eyes swivel away from mine again. The man hesitates to speak, and seemed to have found my answer. I do not know about it. I guess he doesn't want to say. He looks flustered. Maybe I shouldn't push any further right now. It's getting late. I should go home. Have a good night. As I head back to the front yard, I realize that I have not asked for the man's name. I turn back and try to find him, but he's already gone. The weekend finally arrives. In the morning, I make myself breakfast and sit on the couch. While chewing on some toast, I open the newspaper. I do not have any real leads for his disappearance yet, but I have to catch up with the news. It's full of usual advertisements, but now it actually has decent news articles. I browse through, hoping to find something interesting. My eyes stop at a page with numerous sketches. The reports of missing people are increasing. In just a few days, it has reached the point where the police can no longer suppress public outcry. I study their profiles and try to find a commonality, but there does not seem to be one. Age, gender, appearance, occupation, address. No, nothing adds up. This is going nowhere. I recognize some of these people, but I don't think they know each other. And again, if it was that easy, the cops would have solved the case already. Thousands of people disappear without a trace. They must have gotten into hiding or were kidnapped. The thought of someone I know suddenly disappearing is scary. These crimes, or whatever they are, have to stop at some point. How long can this go on? I flip a page and find an article about an attempted homicide. A local reported that she heard a distressed scream late at night. Ah, it's my ears. According to her, the attacker ran off when she reached the scene. She also stated that she managed to take a picture. When she noticed the victim was still alive, she called the emergency service and waited for the ambulance to arrive. Witness, I can't believe someone did such an inhuman thing. This is unforgivable. Further details on this case are below. Attached to the article is a blurry photo of the witness took of the suspect with her cell phone. Nothing about their appearance is distinguishable. It will be difficult to identify them. The description says the victim had been missing for a week before the incident took place. Put the newspaper aside and take a sip of my tea. News really spread quickly in this village, no matter how grisly it is. Rumors pop up just as quickly. I would not be surprised if people are already talking about who the attacker might be. While deceitful, those same rumors become trails that lead back to the criminals, allowing the crimes to be resolved just as quickly. Hi Jake, how are you? Thank you for the redeems. Wow, I'm surprised it didn't say war. I'm good too. I'm good. Yeah, because you normally arrive to a stream, at least mine and Nomi's and Oni's, saying roar and then the uppies emote. I want to help track down these people, but I'm not sure I'd make a difference. For now, I should keep an eye out for anything suspicious. I absently hit the rest of my breakfast. I should take a walk to clear my mind. Going to the park sounds like a good idea. I look up at the bright blue sky. Gentle winds blow and the puffy clouds about. As I walk down the road, an advertisement of a building catches my attention. The lurking, I understand. I actually do that too. But whenever you talk, you always go like the first thing you say is war. Is war. Wanted exorcist. Exorcist? Those even exist? Announcement. Recently, there have been sightseeings of ghosts within the village. We are looking for exorcists to deal with them. Seriously? I don't think anything remotely supernatural has ever happened here. And now people are supposedly seeing apparitions? Sightseeings of ghosts. Sure. No, I didn't know you were a dino owl. I knew you were an owl. I didn't know you were a dino owl. The park is practically empty, despite it being the middle of the afternoon. There is only one person, a boy, on the entire block. He seems to have noticed me. It seems to have noticed me too, but I do not pay further attention to him. I sit on a nearby bench and close my eyes, enjoying the silence. Weird things are happening in this village. Interesting, but a bit concerning too. I hope Leo and the Kui will be safe. This is my day off. I didn't come here to find new things to worry about. The wind blows gently on my cheeks while I enjoy the warm sunlight on my skin. I clear my mind of all thoughts and focus on the breathing. They say this technique helps to relieve stress. Well, but if you were, there is potential there. There is potential there. A moment later, a figure blocks the sunlight. I open my eyes and notice a silver-haired boy standing in front of me. Excuse me, miss. Yes? Can you tell me where the haunted house is? Haunted house? I've never heard of one around here. I'm sure it's supposed to be nearby, but I can't find it. Depends on the dino that would have tiny arms. I recall the advertisement from early, but only exorcists or orange junkies would actively seek haunted houses. He looks too young to get a job, but the alternative seems more unlikely, given his innocent demeanor. Why are you searching for it? Are you an exorcist? The boy looks confused, blinking innocently. No? Do exorcists normally live around here? I don't know, but I just saw an advertisement looking for applications. The boy purses his lips. His expression flustered. Oh my god, I just realized something! So, when we were at the library doing some research, we had these 4 books related to the myths, and each book was related to one of the dateable characters in this game. And the one that matched Sashiro was a temple guardian. So when I see temple guardian, I'm assuming priest, that kind of stuff. And it seems like the priests on the way they were acting earlier by killing Kurato, and how they were deceiving spirits was like if all the spirits were bad and evil. So what if Razumi, since Razumi is pulling the cord, the cords, the ropes in the background. What if Razumi did something that made Sashiro be this young kid? That's later he says that he kind of forgot what he was looking for. So she separated Sashiro somehow, causing him some memory problems, and that because of that he also passes out. What if she did something to that, and then she's the one controlling the people on the temple, while also controlling the other things that are going, making the chaos just spread in the village for whatever reason she has. Because she said that she only appeared 1 week before I died in the last route. But what if she was already in this village in the 18th century, the century where Roya, Junuru, and Kurato were just kids before the time traveling part. So what if? And she when she comes to this village, she says, "Oh, I'm here for a week. I've been here for a week now. I came from the big city." What if she actually didn't came from the big city and she was on the city this whole time, just hiding so no one would know her? Until she felt oh yeah, now it's time to appearing, starts pulling more ropes, because we also start getting involved, and we were an extra piece that she did not expect. Because I was finding really weird and really odd the way that the priests were acting and exercising stuff. Like it was pure evil in them. They were you couldn't see and hear the corruption in them. Especially compared to what Kurato told us, because Kurato was trained by a priest before the time travel. So and it's so different from what they are doing. So what if she not hot, odd? Leo, I needed to. I'm concerned about you because it's not the first time that you misheard what I'm saying. And it's not sad jiggy. Believe me, that this one is not sad jiggy. Leo, are you at work again? The thing is, Leo even clipped one time one thing that I said, that he heard that stalking was okay, something like that. I don't know. Like, see, I asked him if it is at work. Like, he would have like the volume down, which would be understandable why he's not hearing properly. But I don't know anymore. I think it's just, yeah, Leo, maybe you need to check your ears. Or maybe I should speak more like, or maybe it's just like my accent problem. Nah, what? Is something wrong? Oh, also, I forgot. Since we do the routes, there is always information that we'll get from one route that will help us figure out what is really happening in the whole story. I must find the haunted house. Before I can say anything, the boy runs away. I wonder what that was about. I pull out a booklet from my pockets and start to read. It is a romance novel that I borrowed from Ikuya. Even though this gender is not my cup of tea, she insisted that I would enjoy it. I expected it to be something cheesy from the start, but so far nothing romantic has happened. The story feels more like a slice of The story feels more like a slice of life piece. Perhaps that is why Ikuya recommended it. Suddenly the sky becomes cloudy. Is it going to rain again already? Time to go home then. As I'm leaving the park, I notice a boy from earlier lying on the ground, his face against the dirt. Did he collapse? Quickly, I go to him and kneel down. Hey, are you okay? What happened? I don't have much time. What do you mean? The boy passes out before he can reply. Hey, don't pass out here. What should I do? I panic as I look around, but nobody else is in the park. I have no way to place an emergency call. Thankfully, it does not look that bad. I have no choice. I can't leave him here when it's about to rain. The clouds become darker with every passing minute. When I look up, I feel cold drops on my face. I manage to carry the boy to a dry spot under the tree before the rain starts pouring. I'm surprised by how easy it is. He weighs less than you would assume by looking at him. That's another thing. He's really, really like light. What if this is actually Sashiro is actually soul? Like the little boy we see is actually the soul, or like that was separated the body. Like I don't know if the little boy is the soul or the body, but because it's like a guardian temple, something like about his soul being separated from his body would be like understandable, especially since there is like soul stealing going around as well. Mm-hmm. Why did he faint? Does he have some sort of illness? Maybe I should take him to the hospital. Well, he will have to wait until after the rain stops. I don't want to risk him getting any sicker. The rain creates a curtain around the tree. Few drops sneaks between the leaves to land on us. What an unlucky day. I bow my head to look at the boy. Aw, he has such an adorable baby face. How old could he be? I bet he's way younger than me. His hair looks so soft. I want to touch it. Just then, the boy slowly opens his eyes. Are you okay? The boy mumbles something before closing his eyes again. Hey! Worried, I gently shake his shoulder to wake him up. He immediately opens his eyes and crawls away from me. So sorry, I thought. Oh, it's you. I. Right. Rubbing the back of his neck, he looks away, embarrassed. He's an odd one, but he's kind of cute. It's okay. Do you feel better? Yes, I'm fine. The boy fixes his scarf and pats down his hair. He beams reassuringly at me. The boy looks up at the great sky, surprised by what he sees. It is raining. I could have sworn it was sunny earlier. The downpour started right after you passed out. Oh, right. Thanks for taking care of me. He turns toward me and gives me a warm smile. Let's wait here until it stops raining. Hmm. Are you really okay? I got worried when I saw you on the ground. I thought something happened to you. Huh? Oh, it's not a big deal. I'm just a little tired. It's nothing to worry about. Passing out from exhaustion is very serious. We should get you to the doctor. No, I feel a lot better now. He shakes his head and widely waves around his arms. Oops. Waves around his arms as if to prove that he's okay. I raise a brow. I suspect he's afraid of doctors, even though I cannot force him to go anywhere. What is your name? Sashiro. Nice to meet you, Sashiro. You can call me Diviana. You mentioned a haunted house before. Can you tell me more about it? It's just a regular place, but people say it is haunted for some reason. Wouldn't you normally try to stay away from places like that? It's just I have lost something important there, which means you've been there before. Yeah, but I don't remember much. Can you tell me what you've lost? Uh, just something important to me. Hmm. Toshiro? Yes? Before you passed out, you said something like, I don't have much time. What do you mean? I did? Yeah? Toshiro scratches his head. I just need to find my something quickly. See. We sit side by side and watch the rain. I glance over at the boy. I do not know what happened, but he looks less pale than before. He seems to be enjoying the sight before us. For long, the weather clears up and the rain slowly stops. I hope you can take care of yourself. I'm going home. I will. Perhaps I can help you look for the haunted house later. That'd be really nice of you. I come here a lot if you ever want to meet up. Okay, maybe I'll see you later then. See you. I look at the pile of books on my desk. There is still plenty of homework to do, and either I like it or not, I have to finish it. This is getting difficult. Perhaps I should pay attention in Mr. Blanchett's classes. The last few days have been hectic with all the strangers I have run into, but I'm glad I made a new friend. Hmm. Uh, how can I work like this? I try to focus on the textbook, but my mind keeps wandering. The man by the old house, the guy in the cave, both Ashir from the park. Even though I've only spoke with them for a short time, I've piqued my curiosity. Gah, I give up. I want to find out what is going on in this village. I wonder what's Lyoji up to. Maybe I should call him. I deal his number, but the call goes to his voicemail. I guess that he's still busy with his after-school activities. I could call Ikuya and tell her what happened, but it will only get her worked up, so I brush the idea aside. I throw myself on the bed and close my eyes. This feels a lot better. A moment later, I hear knocking on my window. Annoyed, I get up and check the source of the noise. I find myself being waved at. What? Let me in. Who the hell are you and what are you doing here? Hurry! Get down first. Let me in. What's wrong with this guy? He's killed my house. Seriously, how can a stranger expect me to let him into my room through the window? I feel you bury you and I'm not cute. He must be the worst bowler ever. I'm not stupid enough to fall for such an obvious trap. I ignore him and lay back down on my bed. It's common sense to not let strangers in your house. The knocking stops after a moment. Seems like he has finally given up. Silently, I go back to my bed. I cannot help but worry about what happened to the guy clinging on the side of my house. Maybe I should check on him and get a ladder or something? I lean outside of my living room window and look out. Strange, I can see the window of my room. There is no one outside. I shrug and turn back, going to my room. I'm shocked by the sight of a man laying on my bed. On my... How? You... Huh? How did you get in here? Are you a burglar? I'll call the police. I frantically search for my phone. Within a second, the man has me by the wrist and pins me against a wall. Wait, it's a misunderstanding. Whoa. I desperately squirm around, trying to break his hold on me. The stranger lowers his head to look me in the eyes. Calm down, let me explain. Let me go, you creep. As if I'm going to listen to anything you say. I prepare to kick him, but he releases me and backs away. How did you get into my house? There was an open window in another room. I have to be more careful. Can I stay here? This sudden request makes me speechless. What? That came out of nowhere. Are you joking? Hi Zeph, how are you? Good morning. Good luck with work. Thank you for the resub. Oh, what? That came out of nowhere. Are you joking? I'm serious. His expression changes instantly, earnest and almost somber. I've never met anyone who switches moods this quickly. No way, I don't even know you. And you attacked me. Maybe not, but I know you. And anyway, I wasn't trying to hurt you. He sighs and shakes his head. I don't remember meeting this guy. Wait, could it be? No, never mind. Get out of my room, you creepy stalker. Don't forget to get breakfast. Huh? I've been demoted to a stalker now? Either way, you're a pervert. A burglar, a stalker, and a pervert? That really stings, you know? I grab the closest thing to me, a book, and hurled it at him. Get out of here, go away! Wait, I wasn't finished. Get out now! He dodges my next projectile before slinking through the window. Calm down, no need to get aggressive. First, you broke into my house, and then you assaulted me. Now you ask me if you can stay here. My answer is obvious. See? There's nothing wrong with asking, right? What the? The man lets out a heavy sigh. Fine, if you don't want me to stay, then. He gives me a sad glance before jumping out the window. Oh my lord, I didn't say you had to jump out. I rushed to the window only to find the weirdo smirking at me from the ground. Oh, you do care about me. You jerk! Don't you dare to come here again. Who knows what the future holds? Well, see you later. Eyes follow the figure as he walks through the street and out of sight. I'm relieved that he did not steal anything, though my heart is still racing from shock. It's the first time I've met such an oddball. These days are getting weird and weirder. Well, even though you don't know, I hope you get breakfast, and my frame drops are sleep apnea. Didn't seem all that dangerous though. He left easily enough to. Wait a second, something is off. Why go through such lengths just to ask me if he could stay here? I know it's easy to climb the landing, but this is just odd. I wonder what his intentions were. I shook my head and sighed. More questions bubble up as I think. Calm down, Diviana, you shouldn't dwell on this. And I'm gonna end it here. Saving. Meet. Here. I lost OBS. Oh, it's back. Now, if I'm not mistaken, thank you for the iPads. Now, if I'm not mistaken, someone that raided me yesterday is having a birthday celebration today that started 2 hours ago. More or less. So let me just check. It's loading. Yes, I was right. So, we are raiding Z because he's getting older. So we are raiding Z. So the raid message is happy birthday raid. And then a party hat. So that is a raid message for everyone. Raid. Okay, yeah, I'm raiding it. Okay, thank you so much to everyone who joined me today. I really appreciate it. Did I spell birthday right this time? I did, okay. Thank you so much to everyone who joined me today. I really appreciate it. I'll be back next week with more things going on. Leo, I need you to do a post, please. But yeah, I'll be back next week. I'll put my schedule tomorrow. But yeah, thank you so much to everyone who joined me today. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Zeph, for the resub. And see you next week. Bye bye.